What is going on, everybody? My name is AJ and we are here playing the Outer Worlds 2 yet again. This is my fully flawed run. Kleptomania is the worst, but I think I've found a decent workaround for that, so I'll show you it when I get into a town. Where am I going? Oh, I am going the right way, sort of. Just gotta get around this mountain. Well, I'll be.
Initiate Carrington, audio log entry 10. My orders were to watch for the enemy, specifically to never break line of sight to my assigned field of view. But I can hear them advancing along the shore to the south. It's fine. Others have been assigned that field of vision. This is the most efficient method of defense. Architect, they're getting closer. Perhaps I'm taking my orders too literally. I'll just peek. No. Trust in the equation. Trust in those greater than I in the order. I will keep looking forward for enemies from that vector. I am not afraid. I am not afraid. I have faith that the architect...
This one appears to have been too terrified to even look at us. I almost feel bad killing him. Almost.
That was weird.
That must be the N-ray range. Let's hope it doesn't blow up in our faces, huh?
I don't even understand what that means. I didn't mean to do that twice. Wish this had a better sight on it. I can't tell what's happening down there. So this is where she wanted me to come, right? And Ray. I am somewhere I don't understand. Okay, in case I did something stupid.
So we can jump them off.
Stop your silliness, fool! The only ones losing body parts around here today are you and your traitorous friends.
Oh my god, I don't... Wait, it says schematics, controls. After looking at all the proper corresponding door. Ah, it doesn't help. I don't know what the corresponding doors are. Oh yeah, no, you told me wrong, you stupid cat GPT mother. Directly above it.
That should do it.
0.36 cubed divided by the standard rate of fluid flow, and then you multiply by, is it 30 or?
Look at the state of this poor fool. They just left her bleeding out? Exsanguination is an art. Where's the precision, the pride in their work? This is just embarrassing.
Mind you, wait, surely she isn't with you. Fine. Just please keep her away from me.
I hurt pretty bad. I've got a trauma kit.
Architect's Mercy, thank you. It is so much easier to be polite when I needn't fear all of my bones sliding out of my body. Oh, dear Archivist Clemens has been so strange lately. So distant, so agitated. And not his normal agitation, mind you. This is something different. Much worse.
I need you to focus. Where is he?
He's deeper in the facility, working on something he deemed to be of the utmost importance. Either he is still below, continuing said work, or he is quite dead. And with all those cultists gallivanting about, I don't fancy his odds.
Please, with the way my so-called brethren are comporting themselves, he's more likely to die of boredom. If I was in charge here, all of you'd be dead. He soon will be.
Yes. I'm sure you'll kill them quite well.
What's going on
The
here?
crazed cultist, people like your friend here have been sowing destruction throughout the range for days. I've seen few firsthand, but that isn't because they've gone. Rather, I believe they have become visibility deficient.
It's fine. I'll just randomly fire my weapon until I hit something.
You can attempt such, but if my current state is any indication, the cultists are unlikely to be sporting with you.
Just to be so we're clear, you're saying that the cultists are completely invisible.
Oh, there's no such thing as invisibility. I can only theorize that their visual forms were sent out of phase when they haphazardly tampered with pressurized N-rays.
Their actions are inexcusable. Science allows us to unveil the wonder of the rifts. We do not disrespect it. Now, is there any science around here we can use to find and kill them?
It's a shame the facility is in shambles. We've an N-ray scanner device that may render the cultists far easier for one to locate.
How exactly does that work?
The scanner is an optical device designed to detect electrical signals and the N-rays given off by all living beings. Visible or not, the cultists still give off N-rays. It was stored nearby. But with the damage to the facility, you'll likely need to use the maintenance vent on the wall there behind the screen to get anywhere near it.
This all sounds fascinating.
I appreciate your aid. I'm going to wait here and try to prevent my wounds from reopening.
Oh, there really is one behind me. An N-ray scanner. God, it's so dark. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Alright. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got it. Ooh.
Hey, that must be the scanner there.
Tool number 4. Activate gadget. Cool. This will be beneficial for murdering these fools.
Trouble ahead.
Raft's raring to go.
This is trippy, man. I don't really like it. You there. You must leave. Is that a cultist with you?
Don't worry. I'm not like these idiots running around here haplessly. If I was here to kill you, it would be no random thing. You'd know it. Are we here to kill this guy, Commander?
Not necessarily. Would be awfully hard to get information from him if he's dead.
Good point. We'll kill him after we get the information.
I have nothing to say to the likes of you, except if you attempt to interrupt my work, you will no doubt meet the same end as your fellows. Leave, and you may yet live.
This guy is hilarious. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he realizes how much more worried he should have been about me than all the other nonsense around here.
Perfect place for them to hide in the bathroom.
Look at the sad little sprat. Oh, thank you very, very much for dealing with those cult... it seems you missed one.
What? Where? I thought we dispatched with all of those traitorous charlatans.
Just don't give her a reason to gut you. You'll be fine.
I can see it would be best for me to tactically overlook your comrade. Very well. I see you possess our N-ray scanner. Ooh, ingenious device. If I'd had it, I may have evaded being trapped here. Oh, I shouldn't have had to worry. Damn that Victor and damn his hubris. Fitting that his experiment would cause so much strife, that he would be untouched by the ensuing pandemonium.
What happened with Victor's experiment?
Pardon my excitement. It's been an eventful day. I don't know the specifics, only that Victor was performing a procedure utilizing processed N-rays. When those cultists flooded the range, they damaged the N-ray canisters. In the ensuing chaos, Victor's experiment was destroyed. I know some cultists were killed, but many more still live, moving unseen through the range. Survived is something of an overstatement. Most of the cultists died immediately upon exposure, and according to past experiments, those that haven't are experiencing accelerated organ liquefaction. I would be more sympathetic to their collective plight, had they not promised to insert every item in this room down my throat in reverse alphabetical order.
Why was all this Victor's fault?
Because he refused to follow procedure. He didn't take an assistant or allow anyone to see his data, and now it's all consigned to oblivion. What a waste. Oh, believe me, this is more excitement than I ever wanted. I shall.
Right.
want some of this bomb soup. Meow! Got it? Woo! Yeah! Wow. Alright, bomb soups aren't the same for the fire. That looks potentially painful, yeah. Or shoot. There are explosions everywhere!
I never wanted this situation to escalate like this. You must understand. But now, all that I wanted is cast to the wind. There is but one option left to me. To save Arcadia, to ensure the future, we must both die.
Brains like yours make bad cooks.
Don't try to distract me.
I don't know what that means.
If DeVries does not receive my explosive, she will resort to a violent assault. Many will die, pointlessly, and in agony. I can at least deliver them an instant, painless death. I thought this explosive vest would be an unnecessary precaution. All I can hope is that by blasting us both from the field of play, the Order shall find its way to truth.
I thought you were a scientist, not a martyr. Is this how you want to be remembered?
Want has nothing to do with it. I have very specific instructions on how to proceed in the face of contingencies such as yourself. And you cannot possibly understand whether I am or am not capable of martyrdom. You do not know my depth of character.
Actually, I'm a professional feelings haver.
You're about to be a corpse.
Okay, well, thanks. Maybe we'll wait. Okay, so I did not realize that was going to end up putting me on a path to complete a main story arc. So we'll go back to there later. Let's still with Tristan and his shenanigans. Now I got a comment on one of my videos while I took a break from this that apparently the Arbiter training facility, Tristan takes you back to it. So I'm curious what will happen with me having killed everyone. And if that's even a thing. I mean, we'll find out. What is this? I just noticed this on the outskirts. Nothing. Okay. I'm hoping something will be in the secured chest. Pinnacle, perfume. No. Nothing that I needed. Did not help in the slightest. Dadgummit. Wait. What is this? How'd I miss this? Oh, please be my cash cow. Be something I can use. Periscope helmet. Nothing. I mean, that's cool and all, but it didn't help. I don't know what to tell Tristan, man. I don't have all the skills. I have more skills than most.
Salutations. Has your search uncovered anything of remark? Inform me.
The corpses had some pronounced wounds.
Someone visited much carnage on this place while leaving few signs of their presence. Did you learn anything by examining the body?
Nope. Large wounds consist with a shock cannon. Oh.
I ascertained the burn wounds, but I theorized plasma damage, not electrical. Seems I must brush up on my ballistic know-how. Did you have anything else?
I'm glad I had that. Okay, good.
You're certain you've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people? A good first observation, and one I concur with. Too little damage, no signs of traditional firearms. Have any theories about the automechs that did this?
I do. I think the camp's automechs were reprogrammed to target the refugees.
My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised?
Why does it feel like you already know the answer?
I may have a strong theory, but I do not have a definitive answer. Indulge me. How do you think the mechanicals were corrupted?
I don't have any ideas.
I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it and sent out an override. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees?
I think it has something to do with that stolen relay. Its destruction was deliberate.
Agreed. I do believe that relay is of Protectorate make, and the refugees most certainly didn't build it themselves. They were likely Protectorate as well. I hypothesize that they used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa.
And the Protectorate wouldn't take kindly to that.
After the Vox relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to.
If only we found that dastardly sentinel.
I admire your enthusiasm, but these refugees were traitors to the Protectorate, though I still believe there was a solution here beyond complete annihilation. Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry.
Seems the machines return, bent on eliminating any stragglers. Go on!
Ah, that's the wrong one. I wish I had time dilation. Okay. That's the wrong weapon. Wrong one. Yes. Yes.
That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Good.
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
Agreed. Bye, Tristan. I still can't tell if Tristan's supposed to be one of my guys, like a later companion or something. I don't know all the companions' names, honestly. Okay, so it could theoretically go here, I guess. What? Oh, I'm supposed to swing to the beat. This sword sucks. Oh my god, save me. Save me! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I can't get out. Oh my god. Run. Run. What are you stuck on? F***. Help. 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 Oh my god.
Back in business. Look alive, Commander. Step aside. Swine. This might sting. A lot.
Ah. Jesus, these guys were difficult. I had to, it's called tactical retreat. It was a poor time to try that stupid fake weapon. I came here for assistance and you guys did nothing.
Now that is what I call a stubborn clog in the old pipes. You're gonna have to hold it in, friend. Privy's out of order. Never fear, I'll get that clog moving soon enough. They don't call me the pipe doctor for nothing.
Yikes. I can't believe I'm standing in the presence of the pipe doctor himself.
Shucks. Why, if I hadn't just been wrist deep in sewer water, I'd shake your hand.
Nice to meet you.
The notion of a pipe doctor stems from the belief and understanding that plumbing and the human body are fundamentally very similar.
Whoa, I never thought of it like that.
I'm glad to see that I've opened your eyes to the world of medical plumbing. It's like I've always said, a doctor is a biological plumber, exploring the unknown and unseen depths of the human body. And what is the human body but one long, wet, interconnected pipe? Take it from the pipe doctor. We're all just tubes down to the core.
Yeah.
Always remember, good plumbing starts in the bowels.
Good plumbing starts in the bowels. Got it. I will always remember that, pipe doctor. I want to switch over to Niles anyways, and I think I'll go back and deal with Tristan's quest before I do a whole lot more. I think I've stolen everything that there is to steal here.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
We've been to the camp you wanted us to look at.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind?
Normally I charge for a task like this.
Just trust me and go give it a look.
I'll put this on before I go downstairs. Well, I'll be dogged. I gotta find a eye hole and look through it. I'm gonna take this off so I can actually see the guy.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
I thought Sub Rosa was supposed to see me as a friend. Why make me jump through hoops?
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Someone want to fill me in what? I take it that's what you suspected, Tristan?
Yes. Yes, it was. I'd hoped to be proven wrong, but vindication has cemented my resolve. I shall uncover what happened, no matter what.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside, if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
Sure.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
I really want to kill him. The bucket of death. I'm joking. Okay. Except, don't mind me. Armored suit. 1,300 bits. Armored suit. It's kind of cool. It's not special. Enemies lose awareness of the player 50% faster. I mean, that's pretty good.
Run along now. I've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
Let me know when you need a distraction. Come back. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Okay, that was fun. I got my comeuppance. I can tell that I'm a higher level than this area because I was able to put most of the bad guys down pretty easily. I think I'm okay to... I don't know that I trust it. I can't see anything. Yeah. Pick an eye hole, man. Ah. So I would have been able to crawl through. I didn't have to do that. Okay. That's fine. What's up, Tristan?
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
An agent of the Protectorate would lower themselves to work with a third party?
I think you have earned forthrightness. I came to Free Market Station to seek the true killer of my mentor, the Supreme Arbiter. Sub Rosa deals in information, and were thusly my best lead on her killer. They gave me less than I'd hoped, but it was at least a start. Unfortunately, I cannot act truly alone. I have no ship, and no support.
Has the Protectorate sanctioned this investigation of yours?
My colleagues have accepted that her death was a natural one. Questioning an explanation of that nature is foolish, dangerous even. Nonetheless, the circumstances of her death trouble me. I cannot allow myself to accept the explanation that's been put forth without investigating to the fullest of my abilities.
Who do you think killed her?
I do not know your allegiance, and accordingly shall not speculate. Suffice it to say, for now, that I fear the true killer is within the Protectorate.
I think that a highly ranked Arbiter would have their own ship. I suppose you're convinced.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
I'll be dealing with people of multiple factions. No killing them without my go-ahead.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end.
Seems reasonable.
Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Fine. But if this uptight tin can swings that hammer anywhere near me, there's gonna be trouble.
All right, but don't come to me with tears if your new friend decides to judge you the moment I've gone.
Let us be off, Commander.
Whoa. Looking cool there, Tristan. No? It's gonna make me run through here, isn't it? I'm gonna steal everything. Okay, all right. Deliberate path. Deliberate path, deliberate path, deliberate path. Just don't touch anything that's stealable. Very easy. Who's Abbott? And why am I talking to him about a traitor?
There'll only be more at the gates.
All right, it's time to put a bucket on my head.
Another refugee? Just a moment. Allowing anyone into Matriarch's Mercy unprocessed will upset the precarious ratio of refugees to aid. We should have an opportunity for placement in approximately 7.85 days, presuming no unforeseen alterations.
I'm not a refugee. I'm here on orders from Ruth.
Ah, I seem to recollect one matching your description set for arrival. Pardon my slowing your ingress. It has been rather hectic of late. Welcome to Matriarch's Mercy. Rule number 1, no crowding. Rule number 2, avoid the exclusion zone. Our seer has predicted non-specific imminent danger.
Danger's never stopped me before. Step aside, your cautions. Oh gosh, I don't know that I want to do that. Sure.
Can't say I didn't warn you. You need anything, talk to Seer Wiley. He's in the lift building, straight through the settlement.
Thank you.
I remember this place before the war. Functioning tramiculars. Peaceful silence.
Very hard to see. Just
I can't recall the last time this region was silent.
Algorithm.
And then we solve for the... apologies. Just catching up on a research assignment between queries. Yes? Did you need something?
You usually perform advanced calculations in the midst of a busy settlement?
Typically, no. And it has been somewhat challenging focusing my concentration. The abbot felt a scientician operating in a conspicuous spot in the thoroughfare might be useful. An illustrative way for our guests to see how we operate. To show how the crabble patties are made, as it were. That is, if the meat preparation involved a 90-step rate formula and a conflux of polynomial equations.
So you're just mathing out here in public, so passerbys can watch you math?
I am also on hand to answer queries by providing data supporting our actions. Though perhaps due to my central location, 89.74% of the time, I am simply asked for directions.
By the other 10.26% of the time, they're asking you if they can use the space.
I am sure they bear any inconveniences with grace and dignity. I mean, the statistical jump correlated to residents within Matriarch's Mercy has some pretty compelling numbers. According to data, life inside shows a notable uptick in key relevant quality of life factors. Longevity, life outside sees increased risk of starvation, inclement weather, and hostile xenofauna. Yes, indeed. Numbers are really against you out there. By quite a healthy statistical margin, we have... But if my data remains, then...
Yeah. This was a conversation going nowhere.
Oh, try not to get too close. My sinuses are stuffed up, my ears are backed up, and my guts are gurgling up. I could burst at any moment. Every fluid from every orifice. So keep your distance.
Allow me to find you some help.
Don't want it, don't need it. I've gotten sick at least a dozen times since we set up camp. Why, last week alone, I caught hack lung, sprat tongue, skinny teeth, and a rare case of mortified skull emergence. Figured I might as well get used to being sick. So I'm practicing for my next disease. It's gonna be a nasty one. I think it's downright awful. Sickness, malnutrition, it's...
I swear,
It's nigh on impossible to find decent animal remains in these parts.
Sure thing, Gregory Farmhand.
My soup is nutritionally calculated to sustain all bodily functions, but it could use a little salt.
What?
Law. I haven't seen this many folks crammed together since Recall Libations Night at the
Since
Thruster.
the schism, the Protectorate
about the
has
same, too.
rewritten history to...
Apologies, outsider. As a vicar, I am usually tasked with guiding non-order lay people, such as yourself. Lately, the abbot has tasked me with the education of the refugees in our care. You are, of course, free to stay to be enlightened by my lecture, but I don't need an well, if it's in the displaced's best interests, I imagine I can find a moment.
What's the situation?
Yes, I reckon I do have my ear. Suppose I frequently launch into extended orations on everyone's favorite topic. Oh dear, I got ahead of myself, didn't I? That's an occupation. As I'm sure you've read in recent dissertations doing the rounds, education has proven to have I am single-handedly making a difference here. With constructive pointers on efficient scheduling, lessons on perhaps some other...
The meaning of life is numeric, and we are the keepers of the equation.
1,068.5 pardons, but my attention is presently 99.81% occupied. Well, if the Archivist said so, as the assigned provisioner, I am responsible for
good
coordinating
Lord.
the
They talk
you
so
may not
much.
have noticed, but the refugees do not want for food or medicine. If it was a duly appointed order official acting to assist me in distributing supplies to the displaced, yes. With the great disruption that has occurred to their lives, one could hardly blame them. The order of, if I can help others in need, appreciate. My time is yours. You may
Patient step. While in TTD, movement no longer drains energy. Energy also drains 10% slower. That's pretty nice. I don't use it very often anymore, but that's not bad.
What is it? I have 15 seconds. Oh, new arrivals. Of an independent operative nature, one presumes. Did the abbot
No,
assign you to help?
but it seems like you need it.
Yes. Unfortunately, you are the first to notice. Infrastructure requests from the displaced exceed present resource capacity. The mounting accumulation of prevailing desideratum is regrettably beyond us. Or beyond me, more to the point. I am simply one person impossibly stretched thin, and unable to attend to the needs of the displaced.
What exactly are the needs that... Where exactly do you need the most help?
One priority concern stands out. Well, something of a dispute, really. One where my latest near-future prognostics report may provide some guidance. Tell me, what do you know of the exclusion zone?
I shouldn't go in there. Talk to me like I'm not from around here.
Fair enough. The exclusion zone is a mere corner of Matriarch's Mercy, and rightfully, you see, the seer predicted that a calamity would befall the exclusion zone, warning that the barrier must not be crossed. But the ever-disruptive voice of the displaced is dead set on occupying the exclusion zone anyway, laughing in the face of certain peril. We don't know, and therein lies the frustration. The seer has augured death for anyone who enters the exclusion zone. Furthermore, and I quote, an outside mediator, having earned the confidence of both sides, has a high likelihood of clearing up an ongoing dispute. We can't have the voice of the displaced sowing disorder. Will you help us? Will you be our outside mediator, as was foretold? I believe only in the cold. The first step is to familiarize yourself with every angle of the dispute. The displaced want the exclusion zone. Feel free to... Any questions before you get started? I can tell you she's a rabble-rouser of the highest order. You can find her outside, among her people, stubbornly defying an order barricade.
Novice Seer Vicarage should have ample time to illuminate you on the many.
Jesus. So much. Hey! You made
This unit is taking inventory of its medicinal stockpile.
By the law. It's you. Oh, thank the architect you're finally here. I've scarcely breathed while hoping you'd come. I am in desperate need of your help.
Well, my help? You don't know me.
True, but the Order's predictions know you better than you know yourself.
Right.
Recently, I had a rare opportunity to ask the Seer for guidance. He told me that a dashing outsider would answer my prayers. I feared the prediction was a fluke, but here you are. A dashing outsider standing before me.
That sounds highly unlikely, downright ridiculous even.
Where to begin? There are so many sick and wounded in Matriarch's Mercy, and I have but 2 imperfect hands. I am but a humble general practitioner. What I really need are specialists, and the Seer predicted an outsider would find them.
Very well. I'll find your medical specialist as foretold.
My thanks, stranger. Probability. The Seer gave me a datapad with explicit instructions that I not read it. For my intervention could only... Now, take the datapad. With my thanks.
You should know that I rescued an automech doctor.
Thanks to you, our automechanical doctor has been dispensing medication and setting broken limbs with tireless efficiency. Take this. On behalf of the Order and the displaced, I thank you. Now, will there be anything else? How can I be of service? As we don't have, of course, yes, I can treat sickness as it arises. Since you asked, you can run this medicine to Horst Lamping. Just don't shake the man's hand. He has a habit of coughing into his palm. Since you aren't...
Okay. Yeah, I found some of that already. What is this? Essence of Vigor Kilo. I like recipes.
You're right. The universe does not orient itself toward fairness.
Did I steal something?
But it's my firm belief humanity can do better. All evidence to the contrary.
Inez? Okay, one second. Let me save before I talk to her. I didn't know she had something.
Commander, you got a minute to talk? I got some thoughts on this situation with the refugees.
What's on your mind?
The number of folks seeking refuge from the war is, well, it's beyond what I expected. And beyond what the Order is capable of handling, seems like. Andes may not be faring much better here, but we could at least find enough work for these folk to buy some food.
The Order is doing their best.
I mean, we ain't gonna give up our cots for what could be the enemy. We're doing what we gotta do to keep our heads on our shoulders. It's a tough situation, that's all I'm saying. But if the Order can't even manage tens of folk at their doorstep, they ain't gonna manage much better should they win the war.
You're right. Let's ask these refugees if they prefer free food or having to work for it.
But nothing's ever really free, is it? I went through this myself when Anti's Choice took over Tau Ceti. It took time to secure the merger, but once they did, we folk got the help we needed real quick. And all they wanted in return was the signing of an employment contract. Now, I ain't seeing any contracts in Matriarch's Mercy. So what is the Order actually gaining by doing this?
Good point. Maybe they're scouting for new converts. No, it's too sarcastic.
In all my years, I ain't encountered many folk who would extend a hand and expect nothing in return. I mean, I'd not have asked for your help with my graft if I didn't have something to offer in exchange.
But you shouldn't have to bargain for help. I would have helped you regardless.
Well, maybe I misjudged the Earth Directorate after all. Anyhow, if the Order is in fact helping these folk with no hidden aims, then, well, I'll be the first to admit that there might just be merit in what they're selling. Appreciate you hearing me out.
black or white.
Ah, I pleasantly anticipated this exact moment. My personalized order prediction and weekly prognostics report both mentioned encountering I suppose that designation doesn't wholly apply to you, though, does it? Predicting future events is an imprecise science. Well then, I read that you'd have questions about our predictive methods, correct? We utilize a mix of proprietary research methods to gather as complete a data set as possible, and advanced calculations using well-honed models to effectuate it. None of us predict events with complete accuracy or absolute detail. We'd need to solve the universal equation to do that. Fortunately, we're all working very hard on that problem. The Department of Predictive Analysis provide weekly prognostics reports and personalized order predictions to help steer our followers' paths.
Huh. So you tell everyone in the order what to do?
More what to watch out for. Advisement on adhering to the plan. Forecasts of probabilistic dangers. Elements of larger predictions made relevant to groups and individuals. The Department of Predictive Analysis is mainly populated by seers like myself, who represent the Order's most talented mathematicians. After years of study, some can predict events. Of course, predictions have grown more difficult with the loss
Do you
of the
unforesee
archive,
factors that...
but I am not to speak of that with an outsider. Unforeseen factor, but as we close in on solving the universal equation, Matriarch Mercy is brimming beyond why I, for instance, have availed my predictive methods to our refugee neighbors in the area.
Listeners could easily draw this trivial conclusion for themselves, but if I must...
I share the very same surprise. Engagement is admittedly rather low, but at least one member of the camp reports he has benefited from them greatly.
One person here will swear by the Order's predictive methods?
One of our recent guests, Rolo Nast, has received multiple personalized order predictions. I believe he could speak to the effectiveness of our way. If my own humble assertions are not enough, I trust his attestations would convince you, and perhaps other members of the displaced as well. True, regrettably, this is well...
He partitioned his astronomical field of view into grids, then tagged. But only dimly colored. Quasar was gathered and fed.
I mean, I still don't have anything for Inez. Okay. I apparently just stole something.
Ah, you must be the, Earth Directorate agent I was told to expect. Your punctuality is commendable. Allow me to welcome you to Golden Ridge. I'm afraid I've no refreshments available, but can I interest you in a customary debate over decidability?
Start using smaller words. I'm going to start using bullet holes.
Yes, the presiding bishop sent word of your imminent arrival. However, due to our need for compartmentalization, she was scant on the details of your mission. That said, I've been instructed to assist you however I can. So, tell me, what brings you to Golden Ridge?
I need to speak with Vicar Clemens. Supposedly he's a member of your order.
Victor? Oh, yes, Archivist Clemens. Quite the mind. Such encyclopedic knowledge of engineering. One could almost mistake him for an exemplar. Is he in some kind of trouble?
Yeah. I have proof Victor's conspiring with a group of dangerous zealots within ties to the order. Yeah.
Victor Clemens, some kind of radical. What an absurd notion.
I must agree with my seer. I once watched Victor shed copious tears over a damaged datapad. It's difficult to imagine him capable of worse.
A friend of the trader said, the trader I'm after said Victor. Yeah.
And that may well be true. But our standard of proof within the Order is not normally met by hearsay alone. Victor's currently supervising highly experimental research at one of our labs to the northwest, the N-Ray Range, beyond the invaders' front lines. Unfortunately, you'll need to go through the decommissioned autonomous extractorium to reach it. That path is less than safe, so I advise caution.
What business is it of yours?
Let's not be unfriendly. The agent's only curious. Obviously, Victor's work has something to do with N-rays, but beyond that, I haven't a clue. More of that pesky... Besides the highly caustic Zeranium River and the Mantisaurs, we've also received reports of mad cultists. Indeed. Though, as my predecessor would remind me, denying unpleasant facts is not good science. I would be remiss if I failed to support an investigation. No doubt you heard of the recent attack launched on that Auntie's Choice base, Outpost Opportunity. It came from one of our facilities, the Zeranium Manufactory. But that facility is intended for research, not military action. I hate thinking an Order member responsible, but given the precision of the attack, it does suggest traitors in our midst. It would undoubtedly benefit both of us to root them out.
Respectfully, Scholar, given current tensions, should we really be trusting such a delicate task to this stranger? Would an internal review of our ranks not be more appropriate?
Respectfully, go void yourself.
Earth Directorate Agent is just a title. I'd seek to know who you are beyond that bit of headline.
I ask myself that question every day. I want to. What is this, a disposition?
I don't dispute the need for discretion, my friend. But the presiding bishop made the determination to send the agent to us. It's best we trust her calculations. Moreover, our situation is growing increasingly dire. I can't overstate my fears concerning this most recent attack ending the ceasefire and reigniting the war. One more thing. Your investigation into the traitors takes precedence. But if you could also render aid at Outpost Opportunity on our behalf, such a gesture might preserve the peace.
Yeah.
I knew Here, take this writ of investigative inquiry. It'll grant you access to the manufactory. Seer Wiley and I will conduct our own inquest into these traitors you've mentioned erstwhile. We can compare notes once you've returned with your findings. Illuminating the path to true area...
A calling for those with a greater than... Leave.
Seer Wiley is being too modest about his contributions. Many in the Order rely on Seers for their...
Oh yeah? Is now a good time to talk about my salary?
No. In fact,
okay.
What would you put our combined efficacy rate at?
I won't trouble our good agent here with the exact...
I dread the day your immeasurable talent finally propels you. Oh, without... Why, Matriarch's Mercy? Not if you consider the
Oh.
Haha, good news indeed.
Okay.
Have you beheld that new rifle up at the monastery? The one Wiley designed, right? Uses a tracking algorithm, never misses. Sounds ambitious.
Where to first, Commander? N-Ray Range, Zeranium Manufactory, or Outpost Opportunity?
All good questions. What do you want, Inez?
Hope you appreciated how I bit my tongue back there with the abbot. Didn't want things to come to blows with civilians in the crossfire. Full of excuses for the attack, wasn't he? Could be that he's sincere, or could be that he has his hands so full with keeping his community from falling apart that he missed a memo or two. Either way, I'm willing to stay my hand until we know the truth. If it were my folk buried under the rubble, if Ortiz was among them, I'd want to know for certain before acting. Besides, ain't nobody around here better suited for investigating than we are.
Agreed.
I prefer doing my shooting after asking all the pertinent questions, Commander. While we're at it playing detective, we need to scope out opportunity. If there are any survivors, we ought to help, however we're able. I can only hope they had warning enough to run for cover. If they didn't, well, there's only so much basic training can prepare you for. Thank you, Commander. We should move on, unless you've got something for me?
Nope. We have a lot going right now, and I'm stealing everything. Run away. Okay. So we have a lot going on. I'm gonna need to look into it a little bit further, but I've got to do some editing.
We're not going anywhere.
No safer than the trenches.
Not in the bases. Look on the bright side.
So I'm gonna save real quick. We're gonna call it a video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying, please do me a favor. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more from my flawed playthrough. Kleptomania is killing me. I would like to see the world without two little hole eyes, but this is working, so I'm okay with it. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.